You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love this podcast. You love this podcast.
We gonna leave you entertained almost every time. It's the Pulpit Podcast, baby. Season 5, episode 175.
Yeah.
What the business is, it's that man with the plan, Big Kev, and that's Cuz with the bus, Big Bo.
Yo.
And you know we got that food for your soul. For this show, and you know we got to do this disclaimer. We do a disclaimer because in this time that we live in, anything you say can be and will be held against you.
Man.
So I love it.
They got receipts.
I got receipts, but you know what? We stand on it. So you tell me what I said.
Hey, read the bottom line on the receipts.
Yes.
There's a whole bunch of mumbled up words.
It's like, I know what I said.
Read that. It's gonna tell you, we don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck. I stand on business. He stand on business. But even though you stand on business, I still try to be a nice guy and let you know that since we standing on business, you might hear something you don't want to hear. So without further ado, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, you know, I got to do it. I said, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that. And y'all don't know, this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity.
Okay.
Motivation.
Okay.
Inspiration.
Okay.
And most importantly, love. Bring it on in. Bring it on in.
Yeah.
So we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation, and I got something for us. Watch what you speak. Your words create your world. Speak love, speak light, speak growth. Telling you, these words that we say create power, create energy. When you say can't, won't, don't, that is a negative connotation, and that will create a negative energy in all the things you got in your motion. You know what I'm saying? Anything you got going. So say can, will.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah.
All positive affirmation, all positive words that create motion and progress. That's what we want to be on.
No dead ends.
All right, before we get into today's show, we have to say rest in peace to a genius, a soulful genius.
Game changer.
Game changer.
An icon.
We lost one, another one we lost early.
Another great one.
Another great one.
D'Angelo, musician, songwriter, composer, super dope artist, passed away. I can't remember what day it was.
I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday.
Dealing with a bout with a pancreatic cancer, which is it's a tough bout. You know, a lot of people do not win
51,
that fight.
I want to say his age.
At 51, still a young man, But I'm gonna say he's a game changer because to be honest, he saved R&B.
Ooh.
He saved R&B. R&B was stuck in a keyboard era.
Yeah.
There was no soul, but it was hot. It was hot music.
Facts.
It was hot music, but it was no soul really. It was just keyboard beats.
They brought that era, that
songs.
soul.
He came in the game and brought musicality back again. And then the songwriting.
Being an artist, an outright artist.
But also the songwriting had you thinking.
Yeah.
Like they wasn't just songs that like, all right, my lullaby. Like, hang on, he talking about what? I had to go back and do it again.
Yeah, like brown sugar. Everybody had to go back and
like, hang on,
nobody know what he was really talking about at first. They thought he was talking about a woman till you go listen to the lyrics. He's like, oh.
But this is what I'm gonna say for real about D'Angelo. His second album, Voodoo. I'm gonna say this. That second album, Voodoo, came out in a time that like I'm adulting. Just bought a house, got a mortgage, got a 1-year-old child, got a baby mama that's acting real weird. Those words. Mother got a little cancer scare going on at the time. Voodoo was the first album I made a drink. I made a drink
And vibed out too.
and vibed out. Like, you know, get off of work. It was the first album I'm like, stress reliever.
Yeah.
I would make a bathtub. I would run some water.
He had some Calgon.
I threw something in there. Threw some bees, whatever they used to have back in the days. Made my drink. Had my honey Havana little cigar. Got in the tub. Had my Voodoo album playing. And
Say hello to
vibed
my
out.
little friend.
Hitting my cigar, having my drink, and then baby mama come in and talking about what you doing. I said, I'm trying to avoid you. Could you interrupting my voodoo?
When you should have played Kendrick Lamar.
And
it's gonna kill my vibe.
And I hear that D'Angelo right now, that intro. Doo. I'm from Voodoo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just when I seen that he passed, man, you know, because we done had so many people pass. And I cried at all of them. He was the one I was so numb for a couple of days. It was kind of, it reminded me of my guy Killer Rob.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, because they were so close to me. It took me days to actually realize that they
process
passed on.
it. Yeah, the process.
I was just numb for days. Like he gone.
And that's how it be with a lot of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's take you a while to process. Everybody processes it differently.
Shout out to the icon, to a dude. I feel like he saved R&B, man.
I would like this to say, he made it cool for dudes to, like, you know, back in the day it was a stigmatism about dudes listening to R&B. It was almost looked at as soft, you know what I'm saying? But that neo soul era came in and it had like the people like D'Angelo, Music Soul Child, you know, Maxwell, various other artists that fit in this same little, you
Jill
know.
Scott,
and Jill Scott, everybody. This hey, I'm telling you, that was an era.
Man.
That was an era where niggas was riding around. The most gangsterous niggas was riding around, bumping D'Angelo. And that lady, if you want to, hey, back in the day,
summer '96.
Hey, if you was talking to a woman and you wanted to have that cool vibe, that swag, we'd call it swag at that time. That was the swaggy ass song to talk to a woman, to make her feel endearment on a whole nother level with still having that little gangster swag to
I'm
it.
pretty
that
sure.
edge.
I'm pretty sure a lady was playing in the background when I pulled my first baby mama.
Boom, 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 boom.
Pulled up
I'm telling you.
I'm at Warren Central. Lady, I'm bumping like, yeah.
What he's saying in the song, the whole way he sung it, the way it sounds like some cool street edge swaggy shit. Like, if you can't get a girl off my lady, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm ready to pay the rent.
Hey, man. But shout out another lady. Shout out to his son. He lost both his parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In a short time span. You know what I'm saying? So prayers to him because he gonna need it. You know. So y'all send prayers out to that young man. And rest in peace, D'Angelo. All right, Bo. What's good with you, fam?
Man, chilling is. Got 2 more days and then
Bo about to be on vacation, y'all.
It's a staycation, but
hey, whatever it is, you getting some time off.
I got some days off. So we got 2 more days and get ready to
PP fam, how y'all feeling out there? We are finally getting into the fall season. We're probably about like 60-something degrees currently, supposed to be like 50-something this week. So we're getting into that cool where you can rock a jacket. He got on a hoodie already. You can rock different outfits and pull off whatever you want to pull off. This is my season. We're here. But we're going to go ahead and get into the show. And let's see what we'll talk about. I do want to talk about this because this is the main thing I've seen. Stephen A. Smith, he was on the pivot.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of backlash for things he said. And I'll take the Rams on this one real quick. You know what I'm saying? And Bo and speak on. I want to say this, just this. Without all the political talk, because we know it's all about, you know, red and blue and whatever, and, you know, the Trump administration, right? And the Republicans and Democrats. I just want us to get to a place where we stop condemning black men for having opinions about black women. Automatically, we are deemed that we hate black women or we don't support black women just because you're critical of the behaviors or the actions of a black woman. Stephen A. Smith got on his podcast, his show, Straight Shooter. He spoke about Representative Jasmine Crockett from the Texas district. And all he said was, if you know Jasmine Crockett, she's known for bringing that street edge type of vocabulary and vernacular to Donald Trump because they feel like I get both sides of it. The way Trump and his administration talks, you know, not really like, what would I say?
Non-urban.
Right. But it's just the way he talks in general. He doesn't talk like how Obama talked, you know what I'm saying? And the people in opposition.
No,
you know
like,
what I'm
he
saying?
talk like, hey, bow down.
Yeah, he talks in a whole nother sense. He's cussing. He's using, his vernacular not the best when he talks. He just speaks, right? So she's kind of like aiming that back at him. I get it. The verb is back at him the same way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what Stephen A. Smith is saying is they expect that from you. When they see a black person, what do they expect from us? To wow out, to use our slang, to try to eat and read people, how y'all say when people get ate up and then you read them, they expect those behaviors. So what Stephen A. Smith is saying, speak on your policies. Speak on what you're trying to implement, what you're trying to put in place. Not just your fans who know you, but the ones who are undecided need to know what you stand on and what you plan to do if you were put in these positions, you know what I'm saying, to help. That's all he told the woman to do. And y'all sit up there killing the man, calling him a coon and all type of stuff like that. He does more for black people than the ones y'all deem are these black, you know what I'm saying, leaders.
Because y'all ain't even realizing he's a business man.
How many black men has he got on and black women has he got on the ESPN that probably wouldn't? But I'm just saying though, how many black men and black women athletes or not athletes has he put into a job situation at ESPN that probably wouldn't have got that look if he wasn't there? Boom, what y'all doing?
Helping families.
The HCBU, you know what I'm saying? He puts big money back in the down. Every time on First Take he gets a chance, he's going there. He's helping families, bro. He's in the community. How can you be a coon if you in the community? I don't understand the logic of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but it also shows the behavior. I'm not gonna say the behavior. The lack of knowledge. Because once you go into name calling,
right? You lost.
Whenever you're discussing anything, you have lack of knowledge. You can't have a conversation. Because it don't have to be a debate. This could be a conversation.
It's a conversation. And that's all he was trying to invoke is a conversation.
You know, we can disagree.
Yeah.
We don't have to agree. It don't have to be first take every time.
Right.
It don't have to be it could be a debate. We could sit and talk about, it could be a debate, but we don't have to be angry.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do, though. Adults can debate. Like, you can have a conversation where both of you have differences of opinion. And be respectfully heard on both. And that's what he told her. I will come on your show. You come on my show. He ain't ran from nobody. Even the situation with LeBron James, he said he would come on the shop. He said, LeBron James not going to invite me because guess what? Now we got to put out real information, right? Yeah. And you can be looked at a different way. So people ain't going to put that information out. He's ready to. He done been on everybody's show. He went on Gil's Arenas at that time, you know what I'm saying? He done been on any shows somebody invite him on. Stephen A. Smith will show up. And he keeps the same energy. I gotta respect that, man. That's why I'm standing on business. And then like his so-called friends like Steven Jackson and other people coming out, you know what I'm saying, to call him out his name. Bro, come on, man. Come on, man. What we really doing here? It ain't like he said this black woman need to stand down and this black woman's not smart. None of that. He was really saying that.
He was uplifting her, really.
Right. Y'all take any criticism versus a black woman from a black man as he's trying to tear her down, demonstratize her, you know what I'm saying, in front of the public, and it's whack to me.
The thing is, too, it's called seasoning. Because he's got years of seasoning of rubbing people the wrong way. He can't get right with them.
Right.
And so they're going to continue to put out a narrative that he's going against them.
Right.
But he's not.
Right. And then the thing about it is they saying, well, why did he say something? I think her name is Majorie, something like that, a white woman who speaks with rhetoric like that, and she speaks quick out her tongue too. Why did Stephen A. Smith say? Because guess what? There's no need to say nothing to them. They're in power. You're trying to take power back. They're running it. So they're going to run with that rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? They have all the cards.
And they got a machine behind them.
They have a machine behind them. They have the Senate. They have the president. They can say what they want. He's telling, how will you turn the tide because it's looking ugly? Y'all don't even have a candidate that people really can even buy into the Democratic Party. Like Stephen A. Smith, y'all want to say he voted for Trump because he says what he feels, but he doesn't. He doesn't have a side. He spoke about Trump. He spoke about issues from the Republican Party. That if you really listen to him and just not take the clips. He probably
voted for himself. You can go in there and vote for yourself.
Stephen A. Smith really has his own political aspirations, and wants to run for president himself one day. So that's really what it is. Hey, and if Donald Trump can be president, Stephen A. Smith can be president. That's how I feel about it. Like, if this man can be president with no intelligence whatsoever, what you saying?
No, I'm just saying no.
I'm just saying the possibility, even though it's a black man, it could be there because I'm just saying if he can do it.
I don't think he got presidential.
Hey, that's why he's in the realms now. We don't think that now because we know him from sports. If you pay attention to it, that's why he's doing all the political shows and stuff like that. And he's trying to change that look.
I think he might be setting up for political show money.
No, he said it. He said it. No, he said it. He said it on the pivot.
He wants to run for president.
He said it on the pivot. He said he think he can win. So when you say I think I can win,
as being the president,
that's what he said on the pivot.
Yeah, that's what he on there.
But you have to build that. Like, you can't just come from being an ESPN top analyst and a sports person like that and just say, I want to be the president. You're going to have to build. That's why he's doing the shows. That's why he's on these political shows like Fox and CNN. Yeah. You have to let people see what you're trying to do. So then when you say, I'm running for office, now it makes a little bit of sense. Now you can hit the ground running. Unlike Kanye, who was rapping in the studio and then just said woke up one day, I'm being the president. No, it don't work like that, G. It don't work like that.
I mean, if he's putting in the groundwork to do that, hey.
I'm just saying, regardless of what Stephen A. chooses to do, stop calling that man a coon because he does more for the black community than most of your people that you praise as a top black person.
Man.
Now, do that leg work. But anyway, shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Your boy rock with you. But see, he stays some wild tape, but who don't? That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, we all have opinions that somebody can ostracize and say, but that's your opinion. You shouldn't be getting called names for an opinion. If you can't speak intelligently to it, then shut up.
It's like, all these dudes that was posting all these videos killing Stephen A. Smith, but then they was posting these videos promoting Dr. Umar.
Right.
Look at that.
Right.
I'll leave it alone.
Say that. That's a mic drop. Boop. Boop, boop. All right, so then we can go ahead and do a nice little segue into, we never got to speak about Molly Querim has left First Take. Don't know where she's going to, but, sources was definitely trying to figure out why the abrupt leave. One day she was on the show, next day she goes on Instagram, said, hey, I'm out. Some information came out a little sooner than I thought. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the road, Jack.
Hey, some of them episodes during those weeks were the best of looking at Stephen A. Smith was not playing during those weeks. You could tell he was stressed.
Yeah, he was stressed.
Stressed out.
And the thing is, they always want to castrate him and say, oh, because he didn't do this for Molly, he wanted her out. I guarantee you, they could tell him, hey, you just got your money, so you don't need to talk about nothing else. Now you have, just because you have money, don't mean you got more pull. They're like, we looked out for you. We're not paying her $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Sources are saying they offered Molly $500,000. He turned that down, deeming she thinks she's worth, $1 million or more for that role. What you think about that, Bo? Do you think Molly is that much of an integral piece to First Take and ESPN to be paid $1 million? You can't devalue nobody's value, you know what I'm saying? You want your value to be your value, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But in a real reality sense, do you think she's worth that?
Worth $1 million?
Yeah. For the role she does currently, or what she did.
I can't put any number on what she's worth.
Okay.
But whatever this enterprise, this billion-dollar enterprise.
Billions.
That does all kind of marketing and research and evaluating. Whatever they established, that's what they came up with your market value.
There's definitely analytics that's going to show them what they can pay somebody.
So, with that being said, I can't say anything about the level of the money, but you should have took it. But sometimes people got to understand, on the team, you don't have to be the star to be the star.
Yeah.
You could be the star role player, playing your role the best part you can be, allowing the star of the show be the star of the show.
Yeah, the talent of the show, like the natural talent.
So, if you think you the star, let's see if you can go be the star.
Yeah, we're going to see. You know what? I'll say this. I love Molly to be on the show. She did bring a certain.
They had a good.
They had a
good
great
synergy.
chemistry. They had a great chemistry between her and Stephen
They
A.
can
Smith.
be developed with somebody else.
But what I'm gonna say is this though. When they try to bring into the other contracts, then these other people have gotten their money, right? People start pocket watching, you know what I'm saying? They brought up Kendrick Perkins. At a certain time, Kendrick Perkins was making a little bit of money. Stephen A. Smith did jump out there for him, right? But do you understand? Kendrick Perkins and Molly are two different people. Kendrick Perkins is an athlete who speaks on his expertise of a certain field that he has knowledge of. You know what I'm saying? He played the game. Also, Kendrick Perkins does multiple shows on ESPN. He does NBA Today, NBA Countdown. He's at the beginning of the NBA shows. He does ESPN, nighttime, daytime. He does First Take.
Yeah, any show, they bring him on. Yeah.
Any show. He does multiple shows when he does his time NBA. Molly did one show.
Moderator.
And then she go do what she want to do for the rest of the day.
Moderator.
I haven't seen her on no other show. Like, she wasn't on College Game Day, wasn't on none of that stuff. And Molly knows the sports, you know what I'm saying? But she didn't do that. So when you come to the table and you're like, hey, I'm worth $1 million, they're going to be like, you only do one thing. And not to diminish that one thing, but we got people on here that's doing 7 to 8 jobs.
And plus, too, they probably see go-getters who are trying to create content.
And it's always somebody trying to get what you, they are always trying to get where you're at. And they're doing 8 and 9 shows in different spots a day.
And plus, you also got to understand the hustle. I'm pretty sure, like, somebody, her replacement, she probably sits and talks to all the different producers, all the different, like, makeup artists. You get in there and you develop a team. Where you can do something, where you get a squad behind you. If you just showing up with your little food and be cute and read the little stuff.
I ain't gonna say that she brings her, she knows her homework. She brought a certain element to the show. You know what I'm saying?
She brought.
Yeah, I mean, well, she's not there no more. She brought a certain element to the show that I'm not going to diminish, you know what I'm saying, her work ethic and what she brings. I'm just saying, know your value in the sense of what you do, right? Like, normally when you list your accolades, when you go to a job, right? What are you doing? My resume, this is what I got my skill set. This is what's in my tool belt. You know what I'm saying? These are the things I can do. I'm a quick learner to do other things, right? So this is what I think I'm worth. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the negotiations or whatever, right? You're telling them all the things you've done to make you a valuable asset for the money you're asking for. If I only do one show and we got 10 other women on this thing that do basketball, like, and they do other things, you know what I'm saying, in multiple shows, what makes you think we're going to give you that top money?
Yeah.
Regardless if you're on the #1 show in that spot, we can put anybody in that spot, as they've been showing. I seen a dude, you know what I'm saying, being there. I seen the woman who just took her place, Shay. Shay was on the show multiple times when Molly be out, you know what I'm saying, vacation-wise and stuff like that. So she was getting her feet wet. Shay knows her sports. And all men gonna worry about is it a nice looking face and do you know your sports? That's it.
Yeah, you gotta know them a little bit.
Because you're dealing with these 2, 3 personalities at this table, you know what I'm saying, you know, debating, you know what I'm saying, at a high level. You gotta be able to interject and be like, nah, that don't make sense. And this, that, and the third, and get other perspectives, but you gotta be able to have knowledge with that perspective. It can't just be a hot take from the moderator. Nobody wants to listen to that.
So this really ain't on Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A., he shouldn't deserve this backlash. This is also on the system, the business of ESPN.
Yeah.
You see ESPN, the people, the go-getters, the guys who do the radio, the guys.
But when you're black, though, that's the problem. When you're black and you have money and power or you sign a big contract, people always want to deem that if things don't go the way they should go, that you did something wrong or you sold out to the white man to not help somebody. Always, like...
Stephen A. ain't got nothing to do with this. This is Molly with ESPN.
Right. I would just say this. I would see y'all stance and understand y'all take if Stephen A. Smith didn't do what he does for the black community. All this other negative connotation about this cooning and dancing for the white man.
No coon.
Nah. He's smart. I mean, we all got to do that. You know what I'm saying? When you go to work, what do? You make sure you do your job to the utmost of your ability to get a raise and to get promotions.
It's called CYA. Cover your ass.
Cover your ass. I have plenty of that in my job.
Do your
I
job.
got
Cover your ass. Make sure you cover your ass.
Yeah, you got to cover your ass. And that's what he's doing. So, you know, I want to say shout out to Molly. Definitely enjoyed the 10 years you was on First Take. But you know, for bigger and better things, you know what I'm saying? That's how you look at it. This is just one stop and on to the next one, you know what I'm saying? All right, so what we gonna get into? Oh, I'm on the road today. Women probably gonna be like, Kevin, you ain't shit. But whatever, it's all good. I'm gonna let men know that you have the power to speak about women. It's like they speak about, it ain't no woman business, ain't no man business. You want to speak about something, speak about it. Like, because they sure do. And, they talk about nothing but men business. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you do something wrong, he ain't this, he ain't that, he should have did this, or, you know what I'm saying? We don't like him. Y'all always speak about man business. So business is business to me. I ain't separating either one of them. But Angela Reese. So Angela Reese, shout out to Angela Reese. She becomes the first pro athlete to star in the Victoria's Secret's fashion show. Nice. She did her thing. If y'all checked her out on the catwalk, she did her thing, you know what I'm saying? And looked nice, you know what I'm saying, while she was doing it or whatever, right? What I want to speak to is, that's another thing. Another thing. When Angela Reese first started out, I think she was still in college. Maybe it was her senior year, LSU. She was, you know, putting risque pictures up online, you know what I'm saying? Like in her bikini, you know what I'm saying, swimsuit, a little bit of lingerie. I'm getting there. And then when men got to hooting and hollering, what a man's going to do when you presented his vision, got to hooting and hollering, she came out saying, I am an athlete. I am a strong black woman. Don't objectify me sexually. So then men were like, you know, then the other women, like what they do, got behind her. Yeah, don't think she's just like that because she want to show a little skin. This is what women do. We can do that. I digress. But when you get on the Victoria's Secret stage, which is about sexual nature, you know what I'm saying, private, you know what I'm saying, like that, the way you look, the skippiness of the outfits, you know what I'm saying, they are trying to sell sexiness, right? Isn't that objectifying yourself? Now, you got on that stage as a Victoria's Secret's model. Victoria's Secret is lingerie, not your typical basketball shorts, not your typical, I'm going out swimming in the, bikini or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. What you laughing at?
I had a very male toxic thought.
I mean, you're a male.
You know what? WNBA, y'all want some ratings to go up?
Oh, see, that's
dressed like how Angel Reese dressed in that game. That Rockway the other night.
Nah, see, he tripping now. Then that's gonna take away from the skill level because niggas ain't gonna be watching it for no skill level. They gonna be trying to get to see they're gonna be seeing she has a wardrobe malfunction or something. I'm just saying though.
That was a joke, y'all.
It's a joke. Don't take him seriously. But all I'm saying is that you can't scream, don't objectify me 1 minute, and then go objectify yourself and not expect a man to say nothing back to it. I don't get that. Like, I do get when women say, I should be able to wear certain risque outfits if I want to. Cool. And a man shouldn't touch you, but don't think a man is not going to look at you or not say nothing to the looks that he's seeing, period.
So what they want, just look, don't say. I mean, we can't touch.
Right, so but I'm saying some men do feel like they can touch, and that's why, you get SA and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Look, don't say.
They expect you not to say nothing, not to look at them in a certain type of way, but what are you presenting? It's like if you put a steak out to a lion, like the cartoons, what the lion gonna do? He gonna get to salivating, period. Like, I just don't understand the logic of women, and I really think it's a lot of black women because they always want to say, men don't protect black women or don't protect women in general. And then a man can't say anything because y'all think we don't protect women or black women in general. So now no man can say nothing about nothing a woman does, no matter how, you know what I'm saying, how it looks. And you know how it looks. But y'all say men can't say nothing. Well, I'm the man that's going to say something. I don't care. Come for me, because I stand on all angles. Angela Reese look great. Fabulous. I love the businesswoman that she is. Matter of fact, she's matching up her game with her business acumen. Like I said before, I gave her praise when she started hooping out a lot more and whatnot. But people was on her case when she was posting these pictures. She was doing her podcast, and then she was shooting 2 for 12 from layups.
Man.
That don't equate.
Chippies.
So they like, you need to focus on your real job.
Looking like Roy Hibbert.
And we ain't gonna do Roy like that.
Hey,
we ain't gonna do Roy
he was
like
7-4 missing chippies.
But he missed chippies, but he also hit some big. We ain't gonna do Roy Hibbert like that though. Nah, I think Roy Hibbert got a 50%.
Was right
but I'm saying, I think if Roy Hibbert for a career. Go look at his career.
No,
his career field goal percentage is probably a little bit under 50.
It's 44.
A little bit under
his
50.
His best year is probably 46. He has
That's not
never
that bad. He ain't Shaq, but he ain't no Shaq no way.
Shot 50%.
I don't know. Yeah, look at Roy Hibbert. I mean, you might see chippies in key moments, but I'll see. But I will see. We'll look it up. Go look it up.
He ain't never.
Go look it up while we're doing this talk. But anyway, I just want to always give. It's okay. You can give praise, and you can also give critiquing. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank, and it's love. It's never disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Angela Reese for doing her thing. But at the same token, when you walk that stage, know the other thing's gonna come with it. Just know. Just know. While Bo does this, you know what I'm saying? We'll be going to something. We'll be getting to the NBA season, so it's perfect. Perfect segue into the NBA season.
46.5.
Okay. So close to 50. I mean, he's not Joker, he's not Shaq. But that's not bad. I'm just saying that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? That's not 42, that's not 30-something%. Like she was shooting in the side of the paint. That's my point. That they're not the same.
Yeah.
Roy Hibbert wasn't that bad. He was a serviceable big man.
Nah, yeah. 43, yeah, that 1 year.
Was it rookie year?
Nah, it was a year we needed him.
Oh, well.
He was shooting 43%.
Well, he ain't Shaq. So that's all I'm saying. Shaq dunked.
That's when he was missing all the damn chippies.
Shaq dunked almost 90% of the time, so his percentage is going to be 54, 55.
Damn chippies. Was that 2013, 2014?
But he's not. He ain't Angela Reese. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give you that. Not in the paint. I'm not going to give you that one. I can't G for that one.
No, he's better than Angela Reese.
Yeah, in the paint, you tripping,
look at that now, I was like, yeah.
But I'm saying Angela Reese now might be better than him, you know what I'm saying, because she's working on her game. Like, Angela Reese got so much better mid-WNBA season. So, yeah.
Man, I've watched her in practices. Like, even before this, I've watched her with the Olympic team on practices. Mm-hmm. I've watched her with LSU.
Yeah.
She has a game very similar to A'ja Wilson. If she worked on her jump shot.
She don't have the fluidity of A'ja Wilson. I can't give that. It's still... I see what she's saying. She could dribble the ball. I've seen her bring the ball up, and she can bring it up as a big. She ain't got the wiggle. She don't have the fluidity that A'ja Wilson has. A'ja Wilson plays with a certain fluidity to her game.
She got some guard. Yeah.
She got guard. She can handle the rock. You know what I'm saying? As a power forward.
I'm talking about. Yeah,
Angela Reese reminds me of Anthony Mason from the New York Knicks. Because if you know Anthony Mason had handles. He had a little push shot. He had a little layup skills. I'm not being funny. Anthony Mason was a hooper.
Nah, Anthony Mason was hard.
So if y'all know basketball, I'm not saying like, don't try to be like, he's dimension. No. About the handles and bringing the rock up. Anthony Mason had handles as a big power forward. Y'all gotta know. Y'all don't know y'all history though. Just go Google, young fellas. Go Google it, and you'll see what I'm talking about, the correlation, and you'll see that I'm spot on.
Yeah, no. Anthony Mason, that does.
He had layup skills.
So
he didn't have
she's a role player. She's not a star. She a role player.
I haven't seen stardom yet. Now, she could show she has a career left. You know what I'm saying? So, in her career, she definitely could look like somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But currently, Cardoza has the more of the offensive game than her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? With her back to the basket.
Maybe that's the problem. She don't know how to play second fiddle.
Because she wasn't even the best player in LSU. It was Flau'jae.
Man,
and the other one,
I'm ready to see her this college year.
Yeah,
she gonna have her year.
You know what I'm saying? That was old girl. So I'm saying when we talk real basketball here, I don't just talk. I don't do the hot takes and not know what I'm talking about. When I say certain things, believe me, I know. Y'all get caught up in the glamour of clips and what's on social media. I know. Angela Reese hasn't been the best player on her team and maybe like way back when we didn't know
she's probably the best rebounder on the team, but
but you ain't been the best player. You might just get the more spotlight
on the LSU. The little guard that play defense, the little white girl. Man, she was guarding everybody.
But I'm just saying, as far as the star, when you looked at the LSU Tiger team, who was the hooper?
Flau'jae.
Thank you. That's all we're gonna say. So, and then when you got to the Chicago Sky, who's been the Hoopers.
I don't know. I don't watch enough of them.
Cardoso is the person they try to get the ball to. When she went out, Angela shined a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Because she had to. There's nobody else to pass the ball to. But can you shine when somebody else is in there? Like Cardoso's in there with you, but Cardoso still get her numbers, right? Do you get your numbers? Do you look the same way when she's in there? That's the question. I like Cardoso's game. I like her overall game as a big person, you know what I'm saying? So, but I do like Angela Reese's game now, too, as that last part of that season. I was impressed. So, shout out, like I said before, we give flowers as well as we give critiques. And I don't think people understand that's the balance of life. Like, you can't have one without the other. And nobody's perfect, so nobody's without approach, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So, you know. All right, now we're going to get into the NBA season. NBA season starts Tuesday. I think the games are, I want to say one game I know is the Lakers and Golden State, I want to say. You know, I always put that. I don't know the other one. You know, they do a doubleheader or whatever. But, Bo, what are you looking forward to in the NBA season most?
Right now, who's coming out the East?
Boy.
The East is all the way open because
Up for grabs.
The injuries. You know, you got Halliburton out, you got Tatum out. You never know with Embiid in Philly. Miami. The East is wide open. I really want to see who's going to like.
I want to see the two teams. I want to see if they take this opportunity to take the crown or at least get to the finals. Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks. Because they have the most.
You want to see?
I want to see if they take the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the perfect chance. You don't have for that. Boston Celtics not to be the top team. The Indiana Pacers not going to be a top team. And Philadelphia 76ers, we know most likely ain't going to be a top team. So really, the East, if you look at it, with the New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers have their whole team. Have added pieces. There's no reason.
They should be the more dominant team.
They should be the most dominant team.
They should be 1 and 2.
You still got the Atlanta Hawks. They made a little trade, you know what I'm saying, with Porzingis, but that's still the Atlanta Hawks. But I'm saying, if you go down the guy in Milwaukee Bucks, I don't think, Miles Turner going to the Milwaukee Bucks moved the needle.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, the Cleveland Cavaliers got beat by the Indiana Pacers, but it should have been to the finals as everybody thought at the time. As you know what I'm saying, as broadcasted and promoted, you know what I'm saying, the foresight, people thought the Cleveland Cavaliers was going to get to the, or the Boston Celtics. So if you, and Detroit Pistons might be a team that could be a sleeper, you know what I'm saying? I do like the younger Detroit Pistons. I like the Orlando Magic team.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
With Paolo, you know what I'm saying? And they got old boy over there now too from Memphis. Bang, you know what I'm saying, like that. But still, the most complete two teams are the New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And then that leaves it open for 10 other teams because they got the playing games now and stuff.
But I don't think nobody should beat them. That's my point. Regardless.
Should beat them. But, hey, when it gets into the playoff time,
but they still have the all around. You understand what I'm saying? If we're looking at the most complete teams, barring injury, we take them as each team lined up right now. The Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks do not have any other superpowers to go against. The Boston Celtics have been dismantled and riddled by injury.
Yep.
So those were the top runners right there. Pistons are still young.
Yeah.
Milwaukee only got Giannis really pretty much.
Yeah, we don't know.
In flux. He don't even want to be there. He got his brothers. They 3 spots is his brothers. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know what they got going on.
Yeah, we don't know what they got. So the only 2 teams we know about that haven't changed, that maybe failed last year, but haven't changed, is the Cleveland Cavaliers and New York Knicks. Yeah. And if they don't take them, bro, I ain't saying it's a given because we know it's the NBA. But if you don't get to the finals with the East looking like it is, I don't know what to tell you for next year, the year after that. Because when people get healthy again, make them moves. Hey,
it's your opportunity.
And in the West is always a tough goal. We got some nice changes. Some people I think are going to really take the backseat from losing certain people. I think like the Phoenix Suns. I don't think they're going to be in no type of contention without KD now.
They weren't in contention?
But still, they was trying to get to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? It was injury riddled, but they still, you know what I'm saying? When you look at that team, they had Devin Booker, They had Bradley Beal, they had KD, the firepower period. You know, they might didn't come together.
Seen it on the floor, they weren't in contention.
I'm just saying though, when you step against the floor on them, if they were in a playoff, you would have had a problem with them in a playoff run. That's what I'm saying. But now, just with Devin Booker there and Dylan Brooks and whatnot, I don't think that's a formidable team. I don't. No. Rockets look like with OKC Thunder and maybe the Nuggets in the mix, maybe. That look like the teams to beat in the West to me. Because Denver, I do like what Denver did. They got Bruce Brown back, you know what I'm saying? He was the dude that was an integral part of the championship run and left. They got old boy from the Nets, because they got rid of Michael Porter Jr. I can't think of the other guy's name.
How they got rid of Michael Porter? You can't say healthy.
They got old boy from the Nets and it came from the Suns that used to shoot the threes, like a 6'7", 6'8" guard. I can't think of his name right now.
The one who played with the Pacers?
I didn't play with the Pacers. Had a little bit of afro, light-skinned dude, but he was, I can't think of his name right now. I draw a blank. But they got a nice team, and the Rockets have a defensive team. Even with Fred VanVleet being gone for the season with a torn ACL, they still got a team. They still got a team.
They got Young Bull, too.
Young Bull and Thomas, Stuart Thomas, you know what I'm saying, if I said it right. But hey, one of them Thompson boys.
That's a sword. That's a sword.
One of them Thompson boys.
Amir is in Detroit.
Stuart, I said it right?
Or is it Amir?
Amir?
Which one?
I don't know. One of them Thompson boys that played for the Rockets. Abe Thompson. That's like the NBA 2K. Abe Thompson is going to step out. He's a great defender, and he's going to start really getting to his offensive bag. Plus, they got that Slim Reaper on the side now, so that's killer. And then you just got the Thunder. They got all their pieces back. Yeah. They ain't had to make no changes. All them folks are still young. They stay healthy. Big Golden State Warriors, they kind of like are always in the mix, right? Because you can never count Steph out. Like, even when they was going against the T-Wolves, they had a chance to beat the T-Wolves until Steph got the hamstring injury, right? So anytime the Golden State Warriors can get into the playoffs, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying?
Golden State Warriors look old as hell.
I mean, they are old. They are old. But that don't mean you can't win, because the philosophy is still they have that championship pedigree. And when it comes down to it, if they were healthy, they were playing good basketball.
Didn't they pick up the big man from Boston? Al Horford?
Yeah. Old man Al's there, and he definitely can help him out. We see what old man Al do for the Celtics. A decent defender, can spread the floor when Steph's on there, knock down them threes. It gives you a different dynamic, right? But you got to think about it. Everything is predicated on health with the Golden State Warriors, because their team is not deep with other talent.
Older. That's what I'm saying.
And being older,
you're getting older, and you depending on health.
But that's life in the NBA though. Most teams, 90% of the teams don't look like they look without their key pieces. You know what I'm saying? They're not deep like that. So most teams are top heavy. That's what it is. So
that's gonna be fun to watch.
Definitely want to see the Mavericks when Kyrie come back with Cooper Flag, AD, and all them boys in the Dallas. I don't know what to expect from the Grizzlies. John Morant's hurt again. Jackson's hurt again.
What the hell's wrong with John Morant?
He tweaked his ankle in practice or something like that, so he's going to be gone in a couple weeks. The Lakers, it looks good. Is the DeAndre Ayton, who's motivated and focused, going to come and play with Luka and LeBron? Or is it going to be the DeAndre Ayton that got traded a couple times already? No, he got traded because people say he don't take the game serious. So, hey, once you get that knock,
man,
it might just be true. So, who am I missing? Portland's the same team. Shout out to Dame Lillard going back for Portland, you know what I'm saying, in his career in Portland. I think that's dope.
Ayton needs somebody
Sacramento Kings, shout out to Sacramento Kings doing the right thing and signing Russ. I don't understand what the knock is on Russ. Russ don't have to be a starter, but Russ should be on somebody's team. All these bad players, Russ is not the worst player that should not have to be in the league. So shout out to Sacramento Kings for putting him down, you know what I'm saying, and putting him on the team or whatever. Who else is Utah? Young boys, don't expect anything from them. Too major. Who am I missing that I haven't spoke about in the West, y'all? I think that's pretty much it that I could think of.
Seattle.
Seattle? What? There'll probably be a team at another time.
They won a Seattle. I'm just talking shit.
Oh, the Clippers. Clippers could be a formidable team. I do like the new pieces that they got with Brook Lopez. They got old boy that used to play with the Hawks. I can't think of his name, you know what I'm saying? The power forward. He got traded to the Hawks, but then he started playing with dang, what's his name? He came from Utah Jazz.
Collins. Okay, Collins, yeah.
Collins, you bringing back the beard. You got Bradley Beal now, too. And you still got Kawhi. And Chris Paul. So, hey, they might do a little something.
George?
Paul George with the Sixers, man. What you tripping, bro? Hey, this man is super tripping. He said Paul George with the Clipboard. Paul George been gone, boy.
He didn't play for Philly, so I don't know where he been.
Hey, well, he just dead. Paul George is Where's Waldo right now. That's my guy, too. I got to say it, though. Paul George, boy, can't nobody even say nothing. Like, I don't think there's no highlights for you in Philly.
Man.
Like, I don't think they even made a clip of highlights for this dude in Philly, so I don't even know. All right, so then when you talk about music, anything popped off in music, any sounds?
Nah. I just been revisiting Rome Streets. He had put out a project with Conductor Williams.
I think somebody did put out something.
But that came out back in May. But like Rome Streets is kind of like a new Big L type New York, bringing kind of New York flow back.
Okay, nobody really did nothing.
But
But they did do something. Chris Brown dropped it's a single, not a song, not an album, but he dropped the remix with Usher and Bryson Tiller. What's it called? It Depends or something like that. I think it's called. Hey, people talking the reviews on it, you know what I'm saying? You know, they don't think Usher should have said what he said because Usher was kind of being petty. Basically, he's saying that he wasn't gonna let Chris get off on his song because if y'all know, It Depends is using Nice and Slow, you know what I'm saying, sample, right? It's sampled off of Nice and Slow. So Usher, you know, his first verse kind of started off, now he had to get on his own shit, basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my shit. So, but I thought it was dope. I just think it's dope that both of them are working with each other, you know what I'm saying? And anytime they get on the track with each other, that's showing I don't have an ego bigger than yours, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That whoever offered, you know what I'm saying, to come on this track, that's showing some man shit. Like, no, we both can be giants in this business, you know what I'm saying? And dominate and have respect at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. I haven't heard too many other things pop off music-wise or anything like that. I do think it's funny, though. Like, we be pardoned. I do think it's funny that the Turning Point people had decided to make their own Super Bowl halftime show. Because they are so mad about Bad Bunny being the halftime show guest that they said they're going to do their own halftime show. And they got...
Who's going to watch it?
I want them to, I do want them to do the analysis and analytics on that. How many people watch the Turning Point halftime show versus the Super Bowl halftime show?
I'll leave it at that. Who's going to watch that shit?
I think it's wild. This is where America's at, that people are so enamored with the idea of a Puerto Rican man being the halftime show guest that they decided to throw their own halftime Super Bowl.
As they should.
Hey, do what you do. I don't have too much more. You know what I'm saying? It's a cool, nice fall Saturday day in October. Autumn, baby. Autumn. Love it. I love it. I love it. But hope y'all get out there, enjoy your loved ones, friends, family, associates. Get out there and enjoy your life. Be safe. Nothing but love and positivity always.